The 5 Best Knife Sharpeners. Maintaining your blades increases a knife's lifespan. For this update, we researched the market before buying and testing the 9 best knife sharpeners available. Depending on how often you do it, and your standards for sharpness, you might justify a fast and expensive electric model or choose a more compact, time-consuming manual device. Our hands-on assessments of sharpeners provide unique insight into the best products for a variety of needs. We tested these sharpeners for speed, versatility, ergonomics, and storage. We honed this review to help you quickly and easily find the best blade sharpener for your cutlery needs. We've tested a variety of quality knives to help you narrow down the right ones for your kitchen. Our gear experts shed light on different kinds of these sharp tools, choosing the top Santoku knives, our favorite Nakiri knives, and the best bread knife and best chef knife on the market. We have also tested the top cast iron skillets, best non-stick pans, and best woks to get your ingredients from prep to table time. Number 5. Presto EverSharp. Using the Presto EverSharp, we created a smooth, even knife edge. Perhaps because it only has 2 stages of sharpening, it didn't leave the blade quite as sharp as the Trizor 15 EdgeSelect. But at less than a quarter of the price, it's a very good option. You can also use it to sharpen your serrated bread knife. While it's operating, the Presto sound is a bit irritating, so be mindful of using it at off hours of the day. It'll take up a decent amount of counter space while in use, about as much room as a small loaf of packaged bread. Number 4. EverSharp EDC Pivot. The EverSharp EDC Pivot is the model we recommend for camping, traveling, hunting, and fishing. It is small enough to disappear into all but the tightest travel bags. It is versatile and can sharpen blades as well as fish hooks. The main, coarse sharpener surface is mounted on a flexible spring attachment that helps correct sharpening sloppiness. You can also lock out the flexible attachment if you wish. The most peculiar thing about the EverSharp EDC Pivot is that its 2 main sharpening VS are set at different angles. For the most part, those with multiple texture options mount those options at the same angle as one another. This allows you to make rough and fast adjustments to a blade and then polish and refine that edge with the fine-textured sharpener. This isn't the case with the EverSharp, and it is noticeable in use. Edges come out fine, but matching angles, or even angles closer to one another, would make for smoother edge surfaces. This minor issue aside, this is our favorite portable model to date. We also found the Kitchen IQ 50883 Edge Grip 2-stage to be a decent small sharpener. Number 3. Chef's Choice ProntoPro. In a matter of minutes, this handheld model brings a totally dull knife back to life. There are trade-offs when compared to the Trizor 15 EdgeSelect, however. It didn't produce as even an edge and, as you cut, the blade bites a little, rather than glides. That said, the 2-stage ProntoPro gave us a more refined and sharp edge than any other manual sharpener that we tested. And because you sharpen your knives in a back-and-forth sawing motion, it's also the fastest. Although the ProntoPro can be used by lefties, they'll find it somewhat inconvenient because the numbers on the slots are only visible when it's held in the left hand and the right hand is swiping the knife. It can be used for serrated blades as well and is small enough to stash in a kitchen drawer. Number 2. Broad & Taylor Pro VG2. The Broad & Taylor Pro VG2 is a robustly built, highly effective, good-looking, manual knife sharpening tool. We like that the unit quickly sharpens a variety of knife styles, including paring knives, serrated bread knives, and chef's knives. There are 3 sharpening tiers: coarse, hone, and polish. One can reshape the blade's edge as needed by changing the angle to meet one of these tiers as it passes through the sharpener. Moreover, the spring-loaded arms all but guarantee a consistent blade bevel. Lastly, the sharpener loses only half an inch of blade contact where the handle contacts the sharpening arms. Despite how easily the Broad and Taylor sharpens dull knives, we still have a few complaints. It won't sharpen scissors, and even though it has a heavy base and rubber feet, this device still requires 2 hands to safely and effectively operate. There's also a learning curve to correctly hitting all 3 sharpening tiers. Finally, the Broad and Taylor costs about as much as its electric counterparts. This piece will be well worth the cost in an active kitchen where sharp knives are a must. However, if you're looking for a more economical option, check out the highly recommended Kitchelance 4-in-1 kitchen knife sharpener. Number 1. Chef's Choice Trizor 15 Sharpener EdgeSelect 15. We aren't the only ones to appreciate the performance of the Chef's Choice Trizor 15 Sharpener EdgeSelect 15. This heavy, sturdy, all-electric knife sharpener is widely regarded as the best on the market. We started testing with a really old, dull thrift store kitchen knife that struggled even to cut potatoes cleanly. Efforts with other sharpeners slightly improved its state, but it wasn't until we undertook an extensive session with the Trizor, following all the instructions carefully, that we entirely refinished this particular blade. The result was a nearly factory-ready edge that could smoothly cut overripe tomatoes. The primary shortcoming of the Trizor 15 is its prodigious speed and power. If you lose your focus, even for a moment, you can do irreparable damage to a blade. Like any powerful tool, this knife sharpener takes great attention to maximize the benefits without doing great harm. An experienced user can refurbish old blades for decades while performing more routine, periodic resurfacing of knives in regular rotation. If you're willing to pay for premium performance and use the tool with care, the Trizor is an all-star. If you want a more affordable sharpener with a smaller storage footprint, take a look at the EverSharp E2.